7 Cents Phonecast. Find out about us before you find out about you.
Hi, thanks for calling 7 Cents. My name is Psychic Navaya at extension 158. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hi, Navaya. My name is Susan. I've got a couple questions. One is about somebody I haven't talked to in a long time. I'm born October 9th of 60.
Okay.
And his name is Cherry. And he's born around May of 61. I want to know if you feel there's going to be any kind of talk or connection or any kind of communication, and possibly when.
No problem, Susan. I want to look into it right now. What I am picking up from your date of birth and his date of birth, I sense that there has been distance between the both of you for some time now with no communication. When the
That's
both
right.
of you met each other, it was brief. Is this true?
Yes.
And you just can't shake the feeling of them off. You just feel that there was an instant connection. The reason is that you have an emotional connection to this person.
Yeah.
And it's so hard because you sleep with the thought of him and you wake up with the thought of him. And the reason that is, Susan, is because you're feeling his vibrations.
Yeah.
He is missing you, and he is sending out that signal. That's why you miss him so much, and it's so strong of a feeling. But this is the thing that we're dealing with. He has been dealing with a lot of personal issues on his end, and because you haven't been in communication with him, you don't even know the half of what he's been going through. He is not looking for a committed relationship.
Yeah.
He's not even looking for a relationship at this moment because his life is such a disaster. But I know that he can figure a way to figure things out. I did pull the Wheel of Fortune card for you. So that shows that this year is going to show a lot of change. And it's going to be a good change, a change that has been a long term in coming. But you have to want that change because I know that you don't like to change things, that you don't like the new of things. You like to be in a predictable pattern. Does that make sense, Susan?
Yeah.
You're comfortable in your element. But in order to catch his attention, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Okay.
But you don't want to do it to where you look desperate. Now, do you have any kind of information on him, any kind of social media, any emails, anything that you can send him a message, just letting him know that you're concerned about him? These are points that you can touch base with him, just letting him know that you're thinking of him and caring for him. Does that make sense?
I can text him, but like some people have told me just to leave him alone. So I don't know, Yeah.
Well, how long was you speaking to him and dating him? Well, not really
Very, very short time, Navaya. I met him in September. We communicated, and then towards the end part of September, we started dating for a few weeks around my birthday. We were getting along very well. And then suddenly, day after my birthday, he just pulled away from me. Yep.
Because he had a lot going on in his life. But you see, maybe a lot of psychics told you just to leave it alone. But it's hard to leave it alone because if you don't do something, he's not going to reach out to you.
Yeah.
And you need closure. You have no closure. Even if you send him a text message letting him know that you're concerned about him and how's everything going. And if he doesn't reply to you, then you got your answer. Because he's still thinking of you. And the stronger your feelings are for him throughout the day, that only means that he's sending out the same vibration. And I know that you still have the same number, and it's not hard for him to reach out to you. But maybe he feels that he just left you like that, and maybe he feels you might be a little bit mad at him. I do sense that there was somebody circling his energy, and this is coming through as an ex. I don't know if this person has pulled him away because of financial reasons, because he had a lot of financial issues going on.
Yeah.
So there's a number of things that could take place in his life. So I don't want to just jump to the conclusion and say that there's no way that you and him can't work because anything is possible.
Yeah.
It's worth giving it a shot. I mean, you're just checking on his welfare and checking on his health and just letting him know that you're sending him best wishes with the most happiest regard. Does that make sense?
Why do you feel, Navaya, he hasn't reached out to me?
Well, I feel because of the ex.
Oh, okay.
I honestly feel it's something to do with his ex, something to do with his family. He was pulled into a completely different direction. And this is not the first time this has happened to him. Every time he tries to move on and find happiness, it's like they can sense him being happy and they pull him away. Now, if you go back to remembering the relationship you had with him, there was nothing wrong. You guys was happy. You were actually happy and he was happy. You spent most of the time laughing and talking, getting to know each other on a deeper level.
Yeah.
His family, his ex, whatever this energy is that's pulling him back has done it before. They don't want to see him happy. And before he met you, he was depressed. He was down and out. He wasn't 100% happy. And it's because of the people that he's surrounded with. And that's sad. You know, that's really sad. He's living his life for other people. You know, they're grown people. They can fend for themselves. They don't need him, and they say that they're looking out for his welfare, but that, I don't believe that. I honestly don't. They just don't want to see him happy because they've done this to him before. What was the last time you spoke to him?
Oh, God, been 3 months.
3 months. Well, Susan, I know that this is not the end of him. And maybe the psychics picked up on that certain day that it wasn't in your best interest to reach out to him. But when you're ready, I most certainly suggest that you just send him a text messages wondering, like, are you okay, you know. But I'm just suggesting that you can text him in a way that it doesn't seem that you're in desperation of a relationship. Because if anything, you guys did have a friendship.
Oh yeah, but that's why I'm surprised. Like he said, I'm a wonderful lady, and I did say to him, the last thing I said to him was, I hope we can still be friends, and that was leaving a line open for him. And I thought he would at least get back to me at Christmas or something, but nothing, you know. Yeah. Because
of the family, because of this energy that is pulling him away. He doesn't want to upset this person. Now, this can mean that they have a shared financial history together, and it's something that if he goes his way, she'll end up taking everything from him. There's something bigger going on in his life than what you know. And from what I'm picking up just from his date of birth, I know that he is not happy. Right now, his energy is coming through as unhappy. He feels like he's unfinished business. He wants just to be almost like he's just close to retirement, not quite there type of situation. Wants to keep busy. He has old school mentality. There's just a lot going on with him. And I don't think it's going to hurt to let him know that you were thinking of him. It doesn't have to be a long message. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go, but I'm going to look for you again, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do about him, okay? Okay, sure, no problem. Please give me an update. I would love to hear more. I will, Navaya, for sure. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. You too.
We hope you've enjoyed this 7th Sense Phonecast. Our gifted professionals are able to break through the confusion and point you in the right direction. Go to www.seventhsensepsychics.com. We all have a path in life. Let us help you find yours.